If the panel is ready, it is now 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February 6, 2024. This is the day and time for the Westland Planning Commission meeting. If I can please have the audience members rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. Thank you very much. Mr. Director, may I please have a roll call?
Yes, Chairman. Durante is absent. Foles is also absent. Excused. Hopkins. Here. Rappaport.
Present.
Richards.
Present.
Rounds.
Present.
Stachow.
Present.
Thompson is absent, excused, and Swokas.
Present.
Thank you. All right, we have a quorum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Director. At this time, the first item on our agenda is the approval of minutes,
So move.
moved by Secretary Ruby Richards,
Support.
supported by Commissioner Darrell Rounds. Roll call, please.
Can I have another support for the minutes, please?
Understood. That would be Deanna. Were you present?
Present? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are you supporting the motion to approve the minutes? Yeah? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Rappaport,
Yes.
this is to approve the minutes. Richards,
Yes.
and Stachow.
Yes.
Okay, the minutes are approved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Second item on the agenda is citizen comments. If anybody in the audience requires, there's an agenda at the podium. This is the point in time in our meeting where citizens can be recognized, either for general comments or or to add items onto our agenda that we've overlooked. Anybody on my right? Anybody on my left? Hearing none, on to the next item on the agenda. That would be our first action item, case number 2265, a land division at 8493 Hugh and Frederick and Patricia Malloy petitioners. Mr. Ayub, can you please tell us a little bit about the case?
Sure, thank you, Chairman. The subject property here on your screen, highlighted in yellow, is zoned R5, single-family residential. The property is about 130 feet wide along Hugh Street and developed by a single-family dwelling that you also see on the screen. The petitioner wants to demolish the garage. There's also a shed and breezeway, also some concrete that you all have mentioned. And is seeking approval to split the property in two. The purpose of this land division and the need to demolish all of those items I just mentioned is to build a new home on the resulting south parcel. This imaginary split line, a survey is indicated and is shown in your packet that reflects this more accurately, but the red line is the imaginary line showing the split of the two parcels. Parcel A is 8,100 square feet, 60 feet frontage along Hugh, and parcel B is 70 feet, 9,450 square feet along Hugh. Once the garage and breezeway are demolished, both parcels in the home will comply with the minimum zoning requirements of the R5 zoning districts, including the required setbacks. That's really all I have. Usually I detail adjacent land uses and zoning and the future land use map designation, but everything in this neighborhood is single-family residential, planned for residential, and also developed by single-family dwellings as well. The administration and planning department are recommending approval of this, subject to the garage being demolished, garage and breezeway being demolished before it could be approved by the city council. And this is to avoid those dimensional violations that I mentioned that will be in compliance once the garage is demolished. I'm happy to answer any more questions on that if you have them. I know the homeowners are in the audience if you have any questions for them too. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Director Ayub. May I please have the petitioners are in the audience, may I please have them approach the podium and be recognized?
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm Fred Malloy, my wife Pat.
Hi. You of course heard the presentation of our building and planning director.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything to add? Anything you'd like us to know?
The only thing we were hoping we could avoid at the beginning is the demolishing of the breezeway. Now, right now, if we demolish the shed and the garage, the wall of the breezeway will actually be about 4 feet from the dividing red line that you see there. And we're hoping we can get a variance to leave that there until the new house is built, because our hot tub is on our breezeway. If we tear the breezeway down, then our hot tub's exposed, and then the minute we get the new house built, we were going to move the hot tub to the new house. The breezeway would be the first thing that would go at that point, if we could get you all to work with us on that. That's the only variance to what he said that I can think of.
All right. Thank you very much. If you can temporarily have a convenient seat, we'll see if there's anybody in the audience that needs to, and we'll bring you back up to answer any questions that the board might have. At this time, we like to ask for participation from any of our citizens. Is there anybody who would like to speak on my right? Obviously, it's anybody on my left like to speak on this matter? Seeing none, we'll pass to the commission. If I can have you please come back up to the podium. Now opening it up for commissioners to question our witnesses, or sorry, our petitioners.
Our witness?
Lawyer thing, it's a lawyer thing.
I got you.
Anybody on my right? Any questions on my left? Recognizing Commissioner DeAnastasio.
Yes, hello.
Hello again.
Yes, and through the chair to administration. Could you please explain the regulations and rules to our petitioners here in regards to the garage and
Sure.
the shed?
Okay.
And
So,
the variance as well.
of course. So let's
Thank
just
you.
forget about the garage and the breezeway and the concrete and the shed. Wherever that split line is occurring, which is accurately reflected in the land division, you need to be 5 feet away from that line.
I understand.
Okay. So this body can move forward with, if it wants to, in approving your land division, subject to you being complying with that 5 feet setback. However, it cannot proceed to the city council and be approved until you meet in the real world out there physically that 5 feet separation. If you want to apply for a variance to do that, there is a variance process through the Zoning Board of Appeals that may grant you a variance for that 5 feet deficiency if you have it. That's a different process. We could talk about that at a different time.
Okay.
What I recommend today is if the Planning Commission chooses to proceed, that it approve with the condition that you comply with the side yard setback there, which will require you to demolish the garage. I can't legally proceed with it going to the city council for final approval until you meet that. We spoke about that. And we can deal with the variance and the demolition of the garage at a later time after tonight if you want to, before it goes to the city council.
Yeah, because I thought a lot about this. I mean, I can like chop a foot off the breezeway, which would give it the 5 feet from the property line, but that's a lot of work I'd like to avoid if I can just leave that 1 foot there until I can move my hot tub. So yeah, okay, we can talk about the variance.
The only way to avoid it is with a variance
Okay.
from the zoning board. And if
Or
you're
move
going to
it.
do that anyways in a few months, I would just recommend that you hold off, demolish the breezeway in the garage, and then proceed to the city council. The variance process is very similar to the zoning, or to the planning commission process. We'll need details of what you're asking for as it relates to the variance, which may require some additional details on your survey. And then there's a noticing period, which requires a 30-day minimum application before the meeting. And then you essentially go in front of a board similar to this and have the same conversation. So it's about a 45 to 60-day process from when we receive your materials. So we can discuss it at a later time.
Might be just simpler to move that outside wall a foot.
Yeah, we might just do that. I mean, we don't really want to have to, we want to do everything just how it needs to be. So
Okay.
if we need to move that, we'll.
Commissioner Stasha?
I was going to make a motion.
No, that's fine, thank you.
Once again, anybody on my left? Hearing none. I do have one question for the administration. The resulting 2 parcels from this land division, they will I assume that the resulting 2 parcels will still meet the minimum lot size of the ordinance?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Very good then. If there are no more comments from the right or the left, a motion is in order.
Can I have a question?
Recognizing,
May I ask a question?
by all means, please do.
The reason we did this is, as you can see, it was, when we bought this in '93, a triple lot, 3 lots. We were told back before COVID hit, we originally talked about building this house, and we were told by Westland administration that you didn't want 40-foot frontages anymore. You wanted 60-foot frontages, and hence is why we're doing this. Is that technically correct?
That was the substance of my question to the administration. Previously, we've had issues in this particular area of Westland because we have legacy pre-existing lots that are quite thin, and in the meantime, our city council and our ordinances have changed to provide a larger lot size.
60-foot frontage,
because we
okay.
believe that that's a better look for the city, and we should not, or we cannot, and the zoning board of appeals should not allow for smaller lots than.
Which that's fine with us, because it
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
for a nicer yard. I mean,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
for a nicer property, so yeah. I just wanted to make sure, because this was, 3 or 4 years ago we were told this, and of course, since COVID hit, yeah. Okay, that's all I have.
Do you have anything more before we proceed?
No, thank you.
Very good then. I believe Secretary Ruby Richards wanted to be recognized for a motion.
Yes.
So be it.
I move to send case number 2265, proposed land division, 8493 Hugh, west side of Hugh and south of McKenzie, to City Council for approval contingent upon the garage, shed, and breezeway being demolished and otherwise meeting setback requirements subject to departmental requirements and recommendations.
Do I have a second?
A second?
Motion made by Commissioner Richards, supported by Commissioner Swokas. Roll call, please.
Roll call vote to recommend approval of case number 2265, Hopkins.
Yes.
Rappaport,
Yes?
Richards,
Yes.
Rounds,
Yes.
Stashow,
Yes.
and Swookus? Swokus, Jesus. Swokus. It's gonna take a couple. Swokus. Thank you. Sorry, motion's approved.
Very good then. Thank you very much. Your motion's been approved. You can contact the administration for any paperwork that needs to be done, and any questions that you have before you go before the city council. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 2 on our agenda has been withdrawn. Item 3 on our agenda is the election of officers that we did not complete at our January meeting. So we must now elect our vice chair and our secretary. At this time, I will ask for a motion to open nominations for our vice chair. Do I have a second?
Second.
Very good. Those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it. Would somebody please like to nominate a vice chair?
I would like to nominate Deanna Stachow.
I believe that might be problematic.
Because I'm secretary.
No, Deanna Stashow already serves as our liaison and cannot hold 2 positions. That's literally why I had to abdicate.
I would like to nominate Ruby Richards.
Do I have a second for the nomination of Ruby Richards? Support. The second is supported by David Swokas. And would Ruby Richards accept?
I do.
Very good then. Are there any other additional nominations for vice chair? Any additional nominations? Any additional nominations? A motion to close nominations is now in order. May I please have?
Move nominations be closed.
Second, please.
Support.
Those in favor, please indicate so. Aye.
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 Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Nominations are closed. At this time, we have 1 nomination for vice chair, that being Ruby Richards. Those in favor, I will take this vote by affirmation. Those in favor, please indicate so. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations to our new vice chair.
Thank you.
Indeed. At this time, it is appropriate to open nominations for secretary. May I please have that vote? Or may I please have that motion?
I would like to nominate David.
First, the nominations must be opened.
Okay.
May I please have that vote to that motion to open nominations, please? Thank you very much, Mr. Swokas. May I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Those in favor, please indicate so. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. May I now have a nomination for secretary, please?
I would like to nominate David Sorkis.
Is there a second for that?
Second.
So moved and seconded. Mr. Swokas, would you accept the nomination for secretary?
Yes, I will.
Very good then. Are there any additional nominations for secretary? Any additional nominations for secretary? Any additional nominations for secretary? Hearing none, it is in order for the nominations to close. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Recognized and support recognized. Those in favor, please indicate so. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. There being only one nominee for secretary, a vote of affirmation is appropriate. Those in favor of David Swokas as secretary, please indicate so. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Very good. Thank you very much, and congratulations to our new secretary. Hopefully your skills are equal to that task.
I can handle it. I'll learn from the best.
That having been settled, we are now going to move on to commissioners' comments. This is a new thing for us that we do on that we've done on the ZBA for as long as I've been on the ZBA, and certainly it's done on the city council. I recognize our city council member Bowman sitting in our audience, observing us. So this is an opportunity to comment on basically anything that you would like to. Ask questions about what we have done for the day, or make recognition of things or people that you feel appropriate. It's our chance to give you an individual voice in what is otherwise kind of an invisible position. It works very well for us on the ZBA, and I'd like to start. I'll start down there with Brian Hopkins.
I just wanted to say that congratulations to all of the new members and positions that they hold. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. David Swokas?
I just wanted to say thank you to Nicole and Mo. You guys have been very welcoming and I'm excited to come back to Michigan after being in Washington for quite a long time and to serve the city, and I'm thankful for the city council's support in allowing me this opportunity, and just looking forward to a good year on the planning commission, and I thank everybody for their support.
Thank you very much. Along the other side, we're going to start down with Mr. Darrell Rounds.
Well, greetings, and I would like to say thank you to the mayor in his absence, and to the Councilwoman Bowman, for their affirmative vote on yesterday evening for the privilege to serve in this capacity. Also, I wanted to congratulate Commissioner Richards and Commissioner Swokas on their appointment to the offices for this commission, and thank you for your willingness to serve, and congratulations to everyone that's new to this, and I'm just looking forward to great things. So thank you.
Commissioner Stashow?
Yes, also too, I extend my congratulations as well. I know that Ms. Richards will be ideal as a vice chair, and also congratulations to all new council and our commissioners, and thank you. We definitely needed your assistance as well as your input and experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Richards.
I want to thank you guys for the nomination tonight. I'm going to do my best to be the best I can be, and you're going to be attached to my hip now. And I want to welcome all the new commissioners, David, Brian, and Daryl. I know that you will come with a lot of good ideas and everything. So, and I thank Deanna for the nomination. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anything from our administration?
Thank you for the new commissioners for coming in and just jumping into it. I thought it was a really great opportunity to have you guys out tonight, and so thank you for coming the date or the night after you were appointed. I assume all three of you were there last night, so it's been a long 24 hours maybe. What else? I'm really excited to have some new planning commissioners. We're talking about it earlier today. We have not been fully staffed on the planning commission for
We've been lightheaded
years.
for a while.
Yeah, so.
But we run on quality.
Yeah, and there were a couple months when Nicole and I were, are we going to have a quorum? Are we going to have a quorum? And of course we did every single month, but we were getting pretty thin there. So thanks for coming on. I think This is an unappreciated body that deals with a lot of stuff, and you'll get to see a lot of different things that are happening in Westland that a lot of people don't get to see unless they're going to the city council meetings and attending the council meetings or watching them from home. A lot of various types of developments, and welcome, and I'm glad and excited to be working with you guys. Thank you.
Well, now it's my chance, and I will keep this as brief as I possibly can. First, I'd like to wish everybody a happy and fun Valentine's Day coming up. I want to spend a few moments to welcome our new commissioners. Thank you very much for your time and your dedication to the city of Westland. Your city appreciates your sacrifice coming out, and in exchange, we will give you a very small honorarium each meeting. So I'm sure you were, it was in the welcoming packet.
Maybe city council will vote in agreement.
Well, if only they had ears to hear you.
Maybe they do.
You regret talking.
But thank you very much, Brian, David, and Daryl. I apologize. I've got everybody's name down. I'm normally terrible at names. It's going to be a very big challenge for me, specifically as your new chairperson. Hopefully, I do not do a terrible job. I'm very much looking forward to working with all of you. You seem very eager and exciting and interesting to meet. I'm looking forward to get to know all of you. That having been said, we are now done with commissioners' comments. Very painless. And now an adjournment motion is in order.
Make a motion to adjourn. Support.
Motion to adjourn has been made and supported. Those in favor, please indicate so. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.